Intro to 2D, we are going to discuss your final exam project today. What you're going to be doing is a combination of various materials that we worked with this semester into one project. So some of you may have remembered seeing this that I was working on. This is what you are going to do, okay? I have colored pencil, I have pencil, graphite, I have marker, that's where all the stippling is coming from. Sharpie marker, this is a metallic marker that I have. I've done some more shading. This is watercolor. I had a white pen I used. This is metallic watercolor for the color of the eyes. This is also watercolor, light values, and the hair is oil pastels. Okay, so it's a lot, but what we're gonna do is break it down into simple steps. So the first thing that you need to do is one, you need to go to a site called Selfie2Anime. I have the link in the presentation, sorry. You can also use whatever filters. I know TikTok has a bunch of really cool filters that you can use. You know, if you're able to use Photoshop, you can do that, but it has to be a selfie. Okay, that is the whole thing. This is going to be about you. Once you get this printed off, you need to lay it to the side, because what you're going to do is you have to have a border, meaning your picture is going to be framed somehow. Now, if you took a look at mine, I like shapes that are very organic, that are wavy, that are curly, that are circular. That's kind of my thing. That's what I like. So that's what I did. Okay, now, you can do anything that you want within your shapes and your design in the frame. So let's say that you enjoy sports. Maybe you're going to do footballs or basketballs or softballs or whatever, all the way around it. Now, I do have overlapping going on here between the layers. That's something that you want to work on, creating those overlapping so it's more visually interesting. Okay, I've also created, let me see if you can see this, right here, cast shadows. There's a cast shadow right here that kind of gives it a layered look. All right, so here you are. You are actually going to be using illustration board. And this is a very nice board. You are only getting one. I will not have extra. So you need to make sure that you protect this, because if something happens to it, you have a sister or brother that gets hold of it, you have to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and buy your own, because I have enough for everybody to have one, and that's it. So first thing you're going to do is remember to draw lightly. Okay, so maybe you are an individual that really likes geometric forms. So if you see that I'm drawing lightly, all I'm doing is drawing a triangle. Okay, you could do a triangle border, maybe where they start getting smaller as you go down, or they just vary in size throughout. Okay, then you could also come back and make another section every other one. Okay, where this surface right here is the same as that one. So this triangle is just laying on top of it. All right. So let's do another one right here. So we could actually take another line and make it look like it's coming through. We have another shape that looks like it's continuing on the back, okay? Once you can even use just basic lines. So you could get your ruler and do just a basic line. Doesn't have to be straight. If you want it to have a little angle to it, you can do that. All right. So you could have something as simple as this. All right, but you just need to have some type of border. You can do one side, you could alternate them however you want. So once you have your border onto your surface, you're gonna go back with your picture and we're going to rub graphite pencil lead all over the back of it. So if you remember, we did this with our watercolor template, and then you're going to come back with your paper, figure out your placement, and you're going to trace it, and it's going to come back on here. All right, so I know I have mine, so I'm just going to go ahead and trace this on here real quick. Now you want to try to get as much of the detail as you possibly can. Now some of you might want to draw this yourself, and that's fine. That just means that you are secure within your drawing skills. I just find that this is a little bit faster for me, because I don't want to spend a lot of time getting my lines on there. Okay, so you can see that I have my face on here with no nose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to decide what pieces of material, or the material that we have, whether it be color pencil, what you're going to start off with. All right, so you also want to do something with the background. If you notice on mine, I did a really high contrast. Also, the background and the foreground are completely different, so it's giving it an emphasis. All right, just like this color of the hair, giving it an emphasis. All right, so you really want to work on trying to get this workable. Let's put that there. Let's say that I'm going to go ahead and do the foreground very geometric, and then maybe I could do the background. See, I'm a spiral person. I like circles, anything like that. You can have them coming here, coming from behind, because layering is going to give it another dimension of depth. Now, how you plan this is honestly up to you about how you're going to be using your materials. You could start off with using charcoal. It might be easier to do like the background and then come up. I mean, there is a wide variety of ways that you could get this started. Okay. Now, you don't have to worry about it looking like you, because one, you should have changed your image and edited it like this. Okay. Now, when you are working on this, you need to remember that you want to use 5 of the material listing. Like I said, oil, pastel, marker, color pencil, whatever we have, and you can also include techniques. So the dots, if you recall, we did that in value, section in value, where we did the stippling. So go ahead and start trying to figure out what type of filters, programs that you want to use to alter your appearance. and let's go from there. I want to see what you do. So make sure, I'm going to have a place that you're going to be able to upload your image, your edited picture, like this. Now, make sure you also pay attention to how big this is. It's over half the page. Okay, so you want it big. The bigger, the better. It's not going to take as long for you to finish your project. So you guys go ahead and get started.